Alright guys, welcome back, and girls, welcome back to the Law of Gaming. I am the Law, and we are continuing on with Hogwarts Legacy I think we're up to part 4 walkthrough. Before we get started, I have two shout outs I want to give. One is to my co-star, Mackenzie, over here, always hanging in there even though she seems to be sleeping on the job. And two, to that one girl, Misty, who was my first comment. Uh, Made my day. Thank you so much for actually giving me a like and a comment. Believe it or not, the more of those we get, the more we actually feel like making these. So, loving it. So, let's continue on here. I believe we left off last time. We just got our wand and beat the troll, went to the 3 broomsticks, and then came on back to the Slytherin common room. So, let's jump right back on in. We got our tasty beverage. Alright, so we got a letter. Open field guide. Owl Post will be sent when characters you've met have requests or updates for you. Select Professor Fig to see his Owl Post. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Okay. Now, conversely, you can always just open your quest thing and they automatically appear here, even if you don't open the Owl Post. And then we also have a side quest here of the dueling club that we broke off earlier on purpose so that we could rush and go get our wand. So right now we're going to do only the required quests until we get our broom, because once we get our broom, we're going to take a quick little trip around the entire map and go unlock all of the Floo Flame locations so that we can just fast travel everywhere we need to go to. So this is first. Oh, the other cool thing about this is, so you track the quest. There's a thing at the bottom where if you press triangle or Y for Xbox, it shows you where it's at. That way, you don't just have to run all the way there. You can just, if you have the Flute Flame location, you can fast travel to the closest spot. And apparently, as we haven't done any of that yet, so we're going to run. Yeah, I keep switching between so many different games here lately that I got to get used to the controls every time I switch back. There we go. Now he's sprinting. All right, come on, get going. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Camera's being a little. Not being terribly sensitive. Come on, get on out of it. All right, now y'all watch this and tell me if this isn't one of the coolest entrances. Right? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just think that's cool. Um, considering Ravenclaw and Gryffindor is both just a portrait. Wait, Ravenclaw might be a statue, actually. It's been a while since I played Ravenclaw. And Hufflepuff's is like a barrel. But it is close to the kitchens. Doo-doo-doo. But we'll end up we won't go into those common rooms, but we will go to the outsides of all of them before before too long because we'll be collecting the Daedalian keys in order to get our special cloak that we can wear, which it isn't really special. It's just think of it like dress robes. All right, so we got that one. All right, stop getting stuck. There we go. And up and in and all the times. Now we're just hanging out on the floor.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. Oh. And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons of the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Yay, more work. All right, so we have a bounty on us by the goblin. So we've got to go and learn how to kick ass. So that we don't get taken out. I tell you, it can get a little dizzying running around this castle. I have gotten lost more than once.
Student would help me with my son.
You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
All right.
Revelio. Accio.
I've never done that before.
We have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
All right. So every
Where to find me once you've finished.
decent spell that we learn, for the most part, every decent spell that we learn from our teachers, they give us these like homework, these tasks that we have to do first. So ours, we have to win 2
Seems crossed
rounds
is
at the dueling club,
to be.
and we have to practice on this little wooden dummy. We have to practice combinations.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Will.
Come on.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now.
I'm trying to go as fast as possible through these so I can actually get the broom in this video. We'll see. This may end up just being a
Glad you
long
make
one,
it.
or it might
You
have
can
to wait
just over
until
there.
part 2.
Can I help you?
Hello, Lucan. I wanted to talk to you about crossed wands.
Look who's back. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin! We'll make you regret signing up.
Girl looks like she got hit in the face with a shovel. Alright, so as you can see, they've got their little shields up, which Stupefy will break, and a spell that's of the same color will break.
Come on.
Now, we also have our little ancient magic ability that we get to do.
Some big hits that round. Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
You're like 11. You're a first year or something.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Yeah,
That would be
do it.
wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Alright, so as you can see, the spells that they want us to do are at the top, right in the center. So, that, and then the stars are just same thing. Okay? You just hit R2.
What?
You want to subscribe.
Let's go.
You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Excellent form.
Levios. Accio.
Not difficult at all. And if you do screw one up,
So,
you just start over from the beginning.
you looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Protego. Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Yes, it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So in Elden Ring,
Partner?
you start a conversation with someone by hitting triangle. So
I'll be
in
doing
this,
over.
Let's get to it.
you do Protego, which is your shield charm. So it'll be interesting to see how many shields we put up while we play this.
Apologies in advance.
Accio. Protego.
I was wondering if that would work or not.
Accio.
Now, they do, on occasion, attack you all at the same time. They're just, I don't know if they're just being nice or what.
You're better than that.
I could never duel like that. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next
All right.
for all the
So we've done our
bosses, so to
homework.
speak.
So now we'll head back to Professor Heckett, which is there we go. It helps if you hit the right button. I've discovered that.
You want to subscribe. You should
I trust
subscribe
Mr.
now.
Brattleby was able.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Heckett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
That would be hilarious, though.
Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Just like all the rest. All right, now you don't have to do it on this dummy,
Good work.
You should subscribe now.
but I recommend you do because I've had a couple times where I haven't done it and it's kind of glitched on me until I reset the game. Like I had to exit out and come back in. So it's easier if you just do it. Now, to change your spells, now that we've started to get other ones, you press right on the directional pad, and this brings up this screen, and you use your left joystick to select you move the cursor over to the spell that you want, hold down R2, and then you choose what slot you want it in. So I don't think I'm going to be using Reparo anytime soon, so I'm going to hit X to assign it to that slot. And then we just exit back out. So then we come up here to use it, hold down R2, and get X.
Getting
and
it.
There we use Incendio.
And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Alright, so now we're supposed to go back to Professor Fig. And I believe we had a... Yeah. No, hit the right button. Hit the right button.
Of course it is. She's right. Thank you.
Alrighty. I guess we didn't go to the right, or rather the correct Flue Flame location. This little... Oh, I think we went as close as we could.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckett.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I
Why am
don't
I at
wish to
school?
postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule...
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
You guys a dick?
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor,
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
You would love to subscribe.
Oh darn. Alright. So now we have to go talk to Sebastian. Who is by the defense of the dark arts classroom. Oh, I chose the wrong flu flame. Say love you. Didn't I? Yeah, I pretty much just fast traveled right outside the I fast traveled right outside the door.
You want
Well,
to
crap.
subscribe.
Let's go back to our quests. Track it. Alright. That's Professor Figs. That's Charms. There we go. That's better.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
You should subscribe now.
So we have an option here. We can keep our secrets and he'll still be friendly. As I said, for the most part, your conversations don't have a huge impact on the game. This is the one minor exception where we want to be friendly with him because he's the one that's going to teach us the unforgivable curses. Even if you're not, he'll still teach them to you. You just have to go to him indirectly in order to learn them after the fact. So, but we're just going to get it out of the way. We're not learning them right now, but we're going to be friendly with him throughout in order to learn them as quickly as we can.
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
Portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
And by all means, feel free to pick those other. If it's got the, on the dialogue options, if it has the arrows next to it, that means you'll progress. And if it doesn't, then that means that you're just kind of getting some information
See there?
that is not necessary
The door we need to reach.
beyond
And those
curiosity.
prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
All right. Oh. Oh. All right. So just like we before, we write on the directional pad. We highlight disillusionment. Hold R2 and choose what slot we want to go with. Now, we very rarely use this Leviosa charm. So, oh, not what I meant to do. All right, there we go. And quietly now, just because this works, if you get too close, they can kind of see what we see, where you can see that there's someone there, even though we're see-through. Or if you make too much noise, you'll still give yourself away. Why is that not going away?
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would
Okay.
love to subscribe.
Alright, so we can cause a distraction by, doing a basic cast against the wall. And if you hold down L2, you can aim. Oh. And it doesn't matter which one of these two doors you go into, they both lead into the library. Oh, okay, I guess it does matter. How about that? Alright, there we go.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now.
Librarian's still here.
You
Quick,
would
behind
love
the
to
bookcase.
subscribe.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me?
Oh, yeah,
The key is
okay.
in the drawer.
So definitely won't be able to get our broom
Now,
in this one. This one's
Here's what
gonna
we're going to do.
take
Create a distraction.
a minute.
Away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Good gracious, what a mess!
I feel like they could have made that a little bit more difficult.
After all, let's find that book.
Even he said it.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Alright, so down the stairs we go. Alright, that just says that we can cause a distraction, just like I said a minute ago.
See you.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now.
How do
You would
I...
love to subscribe.
Protego!
I can't remember how I crouch. Maybe you can't unless you're disillusioned.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Alright. So we're going to cause a distraction so that that ghost gets out of the way. So
Should be in the clear.
I think that's it.
No
Yeah.
need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure.
And then you
for my
can just cast
insector,
that same
and
spell again in
wishing
order
return
to
to
come out of it.
Hogwarts, because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus
Now,
on what you're after.
these chests right here with the eyeballs,
Precisely.
I'll know
you
it when
have
I
to
see it.
disillusion yourself so it doesn't see you.
Cryptic.
And then you can open it and get 500 coins for every one that you come across. Otherwise, whenever you try to do it, it won't open.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Alright, there we go. Now we can run. Which one is this? So, just because we're here and we don't really come back down here for anything else, we're going to go ahead and use this real quick. We don't need disillusionment anymore right now. So if we do Leviosa on those guys, then you get those field guide pages. And if you come across a box that looks like this, then they're almost always a wand handle.
Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caught.
Peeves, don't you...
Don't tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Lumos.
That's not it.
Leviosa.
Alright, so equip Reparo. I hate these spiral staircases. I get all kinds of dizzy in them.
Quartz, traces of ancient magic. That's it. There must be more to this room.
Alright, so pay attention to this. You see this archway, and how if you look through it, you know, there's a path, but if you go around it, it doesn't. That plays a big role in these little mazes that we're going to be going through throughout the game.
Where might this lead?
Alright, so now we're on our quest to find something called the map room, which we don't even know is there right now. But there's a bunch of little puzzles that we have to solve and figure out in order to get there. And when in doubt, shoot something. So you see how we
that rune over there.
that thing got highlighted. That, like, you see, if we don't aim at it, it's not highlighted. We aim at it, it is. We hit it with a basic cast, and this comes up. And it doesn't stay there forever. Actually, this one might.
Surprising. Guards at the ready.
But there's another one that does not. Alright, so when our ancient magic
You want to
is
subscribe.
full, we can obliterate these guys. But these guys are pretty easy to kill as it is.
Subscribe.
So we're not really gonna waste it on them. And if you get higher combos, and as your damage output increases, your magic will go back up.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
Your gift of ancient magic accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10 plus hit combos will begin regenerating ancient magic power-ups, so collecting these will greatly fill your ancient magic meter and recover a small amount of health. I actually didn't know about the health part.
You should subscribe now.
When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating ancient magic attacks that deal massive damage and break shield charms. Alright, so anytime you see both the L1 and R1 above their head, you know that you can pretty much destroy them, like we did that troll. And if we do combinations, which is multiple successful attacks without taking damage, then you get that's when we collect combinations. You get these things, which help to refill your ancient magic meter, which is those little. Right now, it's only 2 blue lines down there above the green health bar. And
You want to subscribe.
here's our
You
next
should
puzzle.
subscribe now. You would love
You only
to
need to hit it
subscribe.
once. I just got a little trigger happy. Now, this one will not stay here forever, as you can see. So we have to really hustle across it.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
And these puzzles do get more complex and complicated later on.
Nearly there. Let's keep my wits about me.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Might as well grab all this loot because we will not be coming back to this area. Come on. Come on and fight. Wake up. Now, when you see that glowing on the ground, you know that someone's about to jump down on top of you. As you can see.
You want
Incendio.
to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Accio. Incendio. Potato! Snitchify!
Now, as of right now, when we do Protego and then he does a Stupefy, all that is right now is a stunning charm. It doesn't do any damage whatsoever. Later on, it will. Later on, it'll actually be one of the staples in our fighting arsenal.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Cutscene.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Before anyone gets to it, no, these are not the founders of Hogwarts.
You want to subscribe.
You wanted to see me?
You should subscribe
Headmistress
now.
Fitzgerald. Professor Rackham.
You would love to
Miss
subscribe.
Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood. Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad, especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I can't thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
You want to subscribe. You should subscribe now. You would love to subscribe.
Dun dun dun.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy.
Snitches get stitches.
Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian, what will your uncle say?
You know, I still don't understand why they didn't put Peeves in any of the movies. All right. Well, we're coming up on our time here, so we've learned Incendio and Disillusionment, and we have made it to the map room. So a little bit of a letdown that we didn't even get close to getting our broom yet, but it is coming. I promise it's coming. And once we do, things will start to progress a lot faster. But that'll be all for this one. And like, comment, subscribe. Please comment down in the comment section that you subscribed. Made my day today. Absolutely love it. And until the next one, see you guys.